Good morning, my name is Joe Gardner, and we will try doing a little online work for you in Tai Chi Chuan and Qigong. The times being what they are, we're all stuck at home, and it's nice to have a little routine at home to do on our own to help with relaxation, with our breathing, with our flexibility, and our movement. So let's give it a whirl. First we'll do some warm-ups. I like to start my warm-ups with every class. Fingers to toes, head to tail. We'll start with the small joints. Warm things up, get the circulation going. So start by clenching your hands, tighten, and relax, just like that. Nothing more. Tighten and relax. Tight, relax. Take your fingertips, just rub the back of your knuckles. Don't worry, folks, it does get more exciting. Start by tapping the backs of your hands, the blade edge of your hands. And turn them over, and then this part of your thumb here. Put your hands together, tap your fingers together. Tap them loud enough to hear. And the heel of your hands. And shake it out. Take your hand, take your thumb. Massage the palm of your hand, the base of your wrist. In a circle. These joints of your fingers and palms. And the other side. As we get older, I know our hands get tense, start developing some carpal problems. This will help to open that up, hopefully. Okay. Alright, so fingers, hands, wrists, elbows, back the other way, shoulders, just let your arms hang, shoulders up, back, down, forward. As you rotate your shoulders forward, you want to feel the back of your shoulder blades open up. And then we lift, and then we contract our shoulder blades in the back. That opens our chest. And down. Closing. And up. Back. And down. Close. Up. And down. One more. And reverse. Breathe in as you go up. Expands the chest. Close. Everything down. Breathe out. All right. From here, We'll just take our torso, turn to one side. And don't force it, just go as far as is comfortable for you. We're trying to relax and open up muscles, not tear and force them. And back the other way. And again. And again. Now loosely just turn back and forth. Let your arms flop. Just loose. We're loosening up for what we're going to do later. Sort of like a washing machine. But I think we'll skip the spin cycle, okay? All right. Next, just take your head, let it hang. Follow the floor, turn to your left or your right, doesn't matter. Roll back, roll your head, your neck, your shoulders back, look up at the ceiling and pause. Take a breath. Go back the way you came. Roll down, across to the other side, and up to the top. And back, across, and up. And feel your shoulders move a little bit as you do this too. So we're getting several of the vertebrae in your neck, not just straining any one particular one. And we'll call that good. Relax. We'll just do a little hula hoop motion. One of my colleagues actually has a hula hoop. Haven't had one myself since I was a kid. And back the other way. I'm going to feel the hips moving. And if you think about it, we have two hips. They move independently. They don't move the same way at the same time. And try to feel the difference. And we can relax there. Take your hands, put them on your knees. You can bend your knees here, okay? Polish your kneecaps. As you do this, feel your back, your lower back open up. Tuck your tailbone under and then back. Okay, loosen up those bottom vertebrae in your back. Take your fingertips, feel around your patella or your kneecap. Just kind of dig in a little bit there, feel the soft tissue. Polish the inside of your knees and the outside, and then the deep tissue back behind your knees. And relax. You can bend your knees, rub your hands down your legs, polish your toes, and up the front. Keep your hands in contact with you. This all is very common with Tai Chi Chuan. We're trying to feel all the extremities, feel the blood flowing. And once more, okay? And relax. Just stop. Hands hang. Breathe in. And breathe out. All right, think of your happy place. We all have one. And from this position, he says as he changes position, from this position, have your feet about shoulder width apart to start. We'll go through a series of Qigong exercises. Qigong and Tai Chi Chuan overlap a little bit, but the Qigong is usually involves repetition of individual movements, emphasizing breathing, flexibility, stretching, opening up, blood flow. Tai Chi does all those same things, but it moves, and it moves in set series of postures and movements derived from the martial arts, but we won't get into that right now. Let's just get into our movement. First, put your hands together. In general, when we go up, we breathe in. When we press out, we breathe out. Do what you can. Don't get tripped up on the breathing. Okay, here we go. Up. Roll your forearms, roll your hands, stretch your fingers up overhead. Then look forward. Let your arms separate, extending out on each side. And then when we go down, let your knees bend. And again. This move is called two hands hold up the sky. And we'll do one more. Next, one hand pushes out, the other hand pulls back. Pulling the bow like a bow and arrow. Okay, you'll do this on both sides. Okay, for this, let's open up our legs a little bit. Go into what we call a horse stance. Sometimes this horse stance can be difficult for people, especially at first. You relax when you need to. Again, not trying to kill you here, trying to make it easy for you. Pull one hand, push the other, look the direction you're pushing. Then take your whole torso, keep your arms where they are, your whole torso turns to the other side. Your arm continues. The inside arm pushes out, the outside arm pulls back. And now you're in the reverse posture. And again, we just turn, whole torso. There isn't a lot of strength involved here. Again, we're trying to stretch, extend, open the chest. And then we stretch our torso by turning. Slower is always better. Look where you're extending. Yi Dao, Qi Dao. Where your mind goes, your Qi goes. And relax. Slower is better. These aren't exercises that you want to look at the clock and say, oh, I have only 10 minutes. I got to do my, one, two. No. Save it for another time if that's the case. Give yourself space. Space to work, room to work, time to work, time to absorb. Next exercise. One hand down, other hand up. Push them apart. Pretend you're holding a platter up here or something and pushing down here. When you get to this point, extend. And breathe in. And then release. Bend your knees. Up again. And we're not so much breathing in as we are letting the air come in. When you stretch your chest like this, you might feel the air coming a little more in on one side than the other. Extend. Separating heaven and earth. And one more. Let's just recharge a little by making circles. Separate your feet, just shoulder width. We did this closing and opening before. We're going to do that again on this exercise called Wise Owl Looks Over His Shoulder. I like to think of myself as wise, maybe not. We'll see. So we're going to roll our shoulders in, let our head down, backs of your hands toward each other, let your knees bend, just relax, knees toward each other. Then we're going to go up, open our knees, open our chest, open our arms, look over one shoulder, look down at your hand. Then relax, release, roll down, shoulders in, chest closed. Again, feel the tailbone rolling under, stretch out your lower back, and up again. And down. Up. Down. Open the chest. Close. And we'll make this the last one. And relax. Recharge. A little more movement now. Legs a little wider apart. Down in that horse stance, but go ahead and put your hands on your legs here, okay? Feel the directions you can go. We're going to stretch over to one leg. I'm not going to say right or left because I'm facing you and it's in the camera and it's all funny. Choose a side, mirror me. Stretch to one side, look over that side, down at the floor, bend. Move your legs first, followed by your shoulders and head. Go up the other side, rolling back. Shoulder back, neck back, head back, till you're standing up. And settle. Other side. Down, bend. Relax into it. Legs first, then followed by your shoulders and your head. Rolling back, head back, look to the ceiling, and settle. Shift, bend, hips first, shoulders and head next. Rolling up, and settle. And shift. Remind yourself, slow is better. Hips, shoulders, head, rolling up, and settle. Okay. Up. That move you'll often see called Big Bear Shakes Its Tail. Okay. Next, bending up, or stretching up, I should say, stretching up, and arms behind you, elbows forward. Elbows all the way back. Reach behind you, touch your back. Hands follow your back, your legs, all the way down. If you can touch your toes, that's fine. I haven't been able to touch my toes since I was 12. We do the best we can, right? So, start again. Stretching up. Hands back, elbows forward, elbows back. Touch, reach behind you. Run your hands down your legs. When you get to the bottom, I want you to roll your head up and arch your back. Up and then down. Arms go forward up by your ears. Bend your knees. Erect. Just push up. Again. Elbows back. Touching. Arch up and down. And once again, I'll remind you, slower is better. And let's make this the last one. And recharge. This one involves a little stepping. Follow as best you can. Watch first. Take your hands, make a fist. A loose fist. Okay? You can see through your open fingers here. Okay? Hands back in what's called a chamber position. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to shift my weight to one side, to my right. So I'm on my right leg. Can't really see the difference, can you? I'm on my right leg. I'm sinking down on that leg so that my left leg can step out. From here, I'm going to extend my right fist forward, my left elbow goes backward, hand opens, down, make a circle, and grab. As I pull back, I'm going to pull my hips back to where they were, and stand up. Want to see that again? We'll do it on the other side. You can watch first. Sinking on one leg, step. As I shift, fist goes forward, the other elbow goes back, hand open, turn it over. Reach around and grab, pull from the waist. Here. And stand up. Sink. Step. As you shift, one fist goes out, other elbow goes back, my whole torso turns. Stretch. Open. Pull from the waist. Looking forward, both my shoulders turn, full extension, over, grabbing, pulling not just the arm but from the waist. Balance, set. One more on each side. And breathe. Last one's a little simpler. Up on your toes. Hold. Up, 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 up. And bounce down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Just like that. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One, two, three, four, five, 6, 7. The last one was called Bouncing on Your Toes. I don't know if I missed any names. You can look it up. Those moves come out of a set called 8 Pieces of Brocade. You can look it up online. Dozens of different ways to do it. But I hope I've given you a pretty easily followed set of exercises there today for that. Next we'll segue into the Tai Chi Chuan. Tai Chi involves a lot of balance as well as the movement. A lot of Tai Chi Chuan, I have to tell you, ends up being with 2 hands and 1 foot in the air and the other foot on the ground. I mean, we see postures, you know, we see this and we see this, but somehow you have to have gotten to them, and those involve the transitions. We have 2 little sets, 2 little training forms that involve a goodly amount of the moves that are done in Tai Chi Chuan, and an awful lot of the Yang style of Tai Chi Chuan. And in each of the 2 training forms, they're repeated 4 times, so you get plenty of chances to do it over if you get the first 1 or 2 wrong. No worries. And as well as learning to shift your weight back and forth to transition from one to the other. So first we'll start with training form number 1. And we don't have a lot of time for explanation of each move. Just follow along as best you can. I'll name the moves as we go through. And perhaps we'll have another online forum to go through individual moves and the rationale behind them. For now, start standing, relax, center. You're going to shift your weight to one side, sink on that leg, step out, shoulder width, and center, standing up. Our first move is just called the opening move, and this is a move that's done at the beginning of almost every Tai Chi Chuan form there is. I roll my hips back a little so that my arms move forward. And then I straighten up. Elbows roll down as the hands roll up. Bend my knees. Everything goes down. Hands touch my thighs. And straighten up. 3 more times. Breathing in. Reaching out, opening up, and then we close, settle down. It's like a wave. Okay, that's 4. I'm going to shift to one leg. One hand on top, the other hand holds a ball. I'm going to turn to one side. I'm going to step. As I shift, my elbows will squeeze together and I sink. Then I push off my back leg and open up. Settle. Parting the wild horse's mane. 3 more times. I'm going to turn all the way around. That's 4. Now I'm going to turn back again. I'm going to hold the ball. The next move is called pulling the sparrow's tail. We step, we roll the ball and settle here. We reach, pull down. Turn my waist, my hands follow. Turn my waist again to the front, my hands follow. Settle. Reaching out, pulling back, and push. From here, I'm going to turn all the way around. We've got to do this entire move 3 more times. Rolling the ball, reach, pull down to one knee, turn, hands float up, turn. Pinky over thumb, reaching out, pulling back, and push. Never ending. Circles. Tai Chi is derived from the martial arts, but this Yang style, while it emphasizes the balance and the movements, it's done for health. We're not fighting with this one. There are other styles of Tai Chi for that. Next, hands up and over. Move called Golden Bird, stands on one leg. I push back with my right, reach with my left, up, knee to elbow. Then I turn, step. Again, up, knee to elbow. Breathing in. And just a closing bow. Next is training form number 2. Each move is repeated 4 times, just like the last time. And it starts the same way. Weight on one side, step, shift, standing up. Breathe. Get your mind in order. I'll get my mind in order. We shift our hips back. Hands float up. Straighten up for the rest of the way, reaching out. Elbows drop as the hands open up. Sink. Knees first, then everything else. Four times. This move is called brush, knee, and push. We start by holding here. I'm going to keep looking at this hand. I know where to step. Balance is all on one leg. I step out with the other. I close. Remember that opening and closing? Open to close. Turn from the waist. Brush knee here. Extend my leg to push forward. 3 more times. The balance is always shifting, one leg to the other. That's 4. Now we transition into something called waving hands like clouds. Simpler, not as simple as it looks, I should say. You shift, turn the whole body, switch your arms. Shifting first, then turn, switch. You're gazing always at the top hand. When you shift, you're shifting starting at the waist. Then we turn. Okay, for the next move, make a hook. All your fingers touch your thumb. Hand is down, other hand guards your shoulder. My weight is all on my right now. Sink, stepping out. As I shift my weight, my gaze transfers from the hook to my other hand. Keep holding back, and at the last minute, push. Okay. This hand is holding energy, this hand is extending. You shift back, hook. Next, we'll close with Golden Bird again. Both hands over, down, shift across, reaching, pushing behind, up, turn. Can you hold it? Slower is better. Sink, reach. You have to empty your top. Bottom heavy is what you want. to maintain that balance. Yes, yeah, thank you.